matter what the people say. It doesn't matter what the people talk.
You are welcome. You are welcome to
Pep Radio Station located at top floor, Pep Publisher Building, Felele Ibadan, Oyo State. You can listen to us live and follow us on Facebook, www.pepfmradio.com.
This is Pep Radio for quality entertainment, education, enlightenment, and information. Log on to our website on www.pepradio.com or download our app on Google Play Store. Pep FM Radio, enlightening the myriad populace.
I see people under the tambourino dancing. I guess there is a celebration. Mama wa loco loco, my body sharing I'm the only one at home. All I want to do now is dance the wombo lumbo. So I lock up and keep Kokorola Bekondo. Where do they have to? Yeah. Come see my picking at the Aruko de dance. Bolombo, Bombolombo, 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 Lagaoro, Bombolombo, Miori, and it's all I'm below. Bombolombo, go for any yes of pay to need your comeback. So I lock up and kept Kokorola Bekondo. I can't tell where do they have you? Yeah. Come see my picking at the Aruko de dance. Bolombo, Bombolombo, Bombolombo, Lagaoro, Bombolombo. Talking drums and shakera combination. I see people under the tambourino dancing. I guess there is a celebration. Go dance for Molombo. Dance for Molombo.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes past 10 from the studios of Pep FM Radio Ibadan. And the program is The Spotlight on Pep FM Radio. In case it's your first time on joining us on the program, don't forget it's a platform where we get to discuss a lot of issues as it regards to our country, especially Nigeria, and it's also a platform where we get to, have exclusive interviews with a lot of people who have made a name in their area of influence. Okay, so today is not going to be an exception. Last week, I brought on the program Mr. Tunde Oladimeji from the Nollywood Movie Industry, and today I'm going to be having another guest on the program today, Mr. Dele Odule, who is also a veteran in the movie industry.
I'm the only one at home. All I want to do now is dance the wombo lumbo. So I lock up and keep Kokorola Bekondo. I can't tell where do they have you? Yeah. Come see my picking.
Okay, in case it's your first time on joining us on the program, don't forget that you can listen to this program on our live on our Facebook page, or you can decide to also log on to our Mixler app at www.mixler.com/PepFM Radio Ibadan. And don't forget that you could be part of a program in case you want to have your contribution, you want to drop your contribution, or you want to ask question regarding to the topic we're going to be discussing this morning. You can decide to call into the studio line. The number to call is 0705 153 5081. 0705 153. Okay, the number to call is 0705 153 5081. 0705 153 5081. That's the number to call to be part of the program this beautiful Thursday morning.
Where do they have you? Yeah. Come see my picking at the Arubo de John Colombo.
Okay, so this morning we're going to be discussing on the program the Nigerian movie industry, the past and the present. If you have been conversant with everything happening in the Nigerian movie industry, you will discover that we have a lot of differences from the past Nigerian movie industry and the present Nigerian movie industry. So we're going to be looking at the differences we have and the points of similarities that we have in the past and the present Nollywood industry.
Combination. I see people under the tambourino dancing. I guess there is a celebration. Mama, I'm the only one at home. All I want to do now is dance the wombo lumbo. So I lock up and keep Kokorola Begondo. Where do they have you? Yeah. Come see my picking at the Arubo de John.
Alright, this morning I'm going to be bringing this program to you, and I'm not going to be doing this alone. I have in the studio Dele Odule, who is in charge of the social media platforms, and my able studio manager Sola Peters, Olayemi Olusegun, and Grace. I have all those people in the studio this morning. We're going to be bringing this program to you for your listening pleasure.
DJ Smith, bring the beat back.
Smith's Beats.
Okay, so don't forget the program is still the Spotlight in your run to Pep FM Radio Ibadan. Okay, so on the program today, we are going to be discussing the Nigerian movie industry, the past and the present. And I bet you I have someone who has the capacity to talk about the past of the Nigerian movie industry and also the present Nigerian movie industry, because he has been relevant from the past and is still someone who is relevant in the industry presently. So he has everything it takes to talk about the movie industry, both the past and the present. So, okay, in the studio this morning, I have the privilege of having with me Mr. Dele Odule. You're welcome on the program, sir.
Good morning.
All right, so that's the voice. So can you please say good morning to all our wonderful listeners out there?
Well, I actually want to greet everybody, including the governor of the state, His Excellency Engineer Oluseyi Makinde. Good morning to everybody.
Yeah, you're welcome once again, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so right about now, we're quickly going to go on a short break, and when we are back, we're going to go into the program full time. We're going to start our discussion. Don't forget that you could be part of the program, and in case you want to call into the studio to ask your question or to drop your contribution on the program, the number to call is 0705 153 5081. I'll take that again, 0705 153 5081. That's the number to call to be part of the program this morning. So we're quickly going to go on a break right now, and when we're back, we'll go into the discussion fully.
Ọlọ́yọ̀ọ́ kí ló tó ń fi ariwo dí àwọn èèyàn létí látàárọ̀. Ṣebí mo yọ ayọ̀ sílẹ̀ fún ìtúsílẹ̀ wa náà ni. Táǹsì ọmọlé gan-an. Ṣebí ìjọba àti COVID-19 náà ni. Ẹ wò ní báyìí kò sọ́gun mọ́kànsán tẹ́mọ̀ bí orin eléré kámọ́ ti yáyà ló kù. Níbo ló ń tú yáyà lọ? Ìjọba ò ní ká máa rìnrìn àrè káàkiri o. Ká máa wà ní ìmọ́tótó gbogbo ìgbà. Ká máa fi ọṣẹ fọwọ́ wa nígbà gbogbo. Ká máa lo ìbòmú àti ìbọ̀wọ́ lóòrèkóòrè. Ká ṣọ́ra fún àbọ̀rẹ̀ ẹni lọ́wọ́ tàbí à ń dìmọ́ra ẹni. Ká sì jìnnà síbi táwọn ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn bá wà. Tá a bá ti wá ń rí àwọn àpẹẹrẹ bí òtútù àyà, ikọ́ gbígbẹ, ẹni tí wúkọ́ lábàdí tàbí ẹni tí ń sin léraléra, ẹ jẹ́ ká tètè kàn sí àwọn elétò ìlera lọ́gán. Àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn ò ní fi ilé wa ṣe bùgbé. Pep FM rédíò ló ké tán pé stay safe.
ọ̀gá nìkan láwùjọ òkúta kìnìún lọ́ba láwùjọ ẹranko ògòǹgò lọ́ba láwùjọ ẹyẹ ọ̀gá ní Pep FM rédíò nínú kásẹ̀tò kó mú yányán ẹ̀yin onílé iṣẹ́ ńláńlá olókòwò kéréje ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà yín wa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ìta warawara o ọlọ́yọ̀ọ́ ló ní ẹ̀ máa ń gbọ́ ẹ dákun ẹ dábọ̀ ẹ má yín kúrò ń bẹ̀ o.
Pep rédíò ìkànnì rédíò tó wà lórí ayélujára ẹ máa gbọ́ wá ìròyìn ẹ̀fẹ̀ àṣà kápolówó ọjà kájí ó gbàjẹ́ àwa náà kọ́ ọlọ́wọ́ ọba ni má gbé kó ń bẹ̀ fílẹ̀.
kọ́kìlá wà ní sẹ́yìn àgbàdì lọ́la o.
DJ Smith, bring the beat back.
Alright, you're welcome back. Don't forget the program is still the Spotlight in your run to Pep FM Radio. We are located at top floor Pep Publishers Building in the city of Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. Okay, so right about now we're quickly going into the program, and we're starting with our guest. So sir was first going to discuss about your personal life, a brief history about yourself. You're going to tell us your full name, what you do for a living. We know what you do for a living, but we want to hear from you what you do for a living and your state of origin.
Well, thank you so much. My name is Dele Odule. I'm an actor, I'm a father, I'm a teacher. I don't know what actually you want to know about me, but at least I have to be very brief about it.
Yeah.
I have just said it all.
Okay.
I'm an actor, I am a father.
Okay, so what's your state of origin, sir?
Come again.
Your state of origin.
I'm from Ogun State.
Ogun
I am
State.
precisely from Urijebu, I'm an Ijebu man.
Okay, all right. Talking about your early life,
Okay.
your early background.
Okay.
What university did you have the opportunity to attend?
Well, simply, I studied mass communication from Olabisi Onabanjo University. Though I went there, you know, what people would say, Kwagba. But the fact remains that I actually did that. I studied mass communication from Olabisi Onabanjo. I've been in the industry for about 43 years.
Whoa.
I started drama precisely in 1977.
Where was I then? Can't even remember.
I couldn't remember.
Okay, so you know something caught my attention, and that's the fact that you studied mass communication in school and not theater arts, not anything relating to movie. So why did you decide to study mass communication and not?
Well, like I said, I've been in the industry for quite an age. I started 1977, and I would say the environment where I grew up actually influenced my artistic career. When I was much younger, I was brought up in the village, and I discovered that all those things that we were watching then, particularly on stage, are those things that I can effectively do. So when I had the opportunity of meeting one of those traveling theater people, I went to him, I approached him, and I told him my interest in the theater, and willingly said, okay, I should come on board. And that's how I started. So I believe I've learned enough on the job. Going to the university to go and study theater arts is just...
Okay, so you felt you had enough.
And I think I want to do something very close to that discipline as well, which I think mass communication is a related discipline to theater.
That's right.
I won't have much problem because I actually went to university late.
All right, but the fact was that you are educated. Let me ask you, how did it feel like going into school and because you said you went into school quite late.
When two of my children were already in
the university. So how did it feel? Because I know someone who had the same experience, and he said whenever he wants to come to class, people will feel he is a lecturer. Whereas
some lecturers even believed that too. They thought I have acquired that knowledge already until I told them that no. So and I actually, in fact, one of my brothers, younger ones, lectured me, taught me for the whole years that I spent in the university. Whoa. So I didn't feel anyhow anyway, because I believe that age is no barrier. I wanted it and I got it.
Okay, we have a call here. Let's just pick this call before we continue. Okay, we lost the call. I guess the person is going to call back. Okay, so talking about when you started, because you said you started pretty when we had the stage play.
Yeah.
Back then we used to have more of cinema, going to the cinema to watch theater, to watch the stage play. The likes of Baba Ogunde, the likes of Droladipo and all these veterans. So when exactly, because I feel you would have this history at the tip of your finger, when exactly did we begin to have a screen movie where we can buy the DVDs and watch it all?
Well, film production has been in existence for a very long time. It's not something that actually came very suddenly, no. But the fact remains that state performance actually metamorphosed into screen, what have you. So, I will proudly tell you that commercial theater in Nigeria by the late Hubert Ogunde, our father, in the theater industry, who commercialized theater, was 1944, June 12 to be precise, 1944. So it was after all this, people started saying that we can as well go into cinema, go into all this, because when we were much younger, all we knew about was all this Indian stuff, Chinese film, going to Scala, going to Queen's Cinema, going to Okenla, in Jebode, and some other places, Penn Cinema, Agege, and so on and so forth. But Yoruba film production, I think, started in the 70s, as in film production, in the 70s, with Kogi Harvest and the likes, BC the Daughter of the River, before the emergence of Jani Ogun and some other productions by our leaders then. But state performance had been in existence before film production in Nigeria.
Sorry to cut you, sir. Let's pick this call.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Who am I speaking with? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. My name is Olumide, and I'm calling from Oshobo.
Okay, what do you have to say on the program today?
Yeah, much respect for Baba Dele Odule.
Good morning, sir.
I'm a great fan, and
Wow.
thank you for holding up the movie industry.
Thank you.
And I noticed that most of the time they are trying to project their ideas to us, their ideology, their value system to us, and a lot of things like that. And one of the things I noticed was that there is a promotion of homosexualism. Although I don't want to go into that, I know this is online and those are sensitive discussions. But my question is that what are the things the Nigerian movie industry is currently doing to promote and preserve our culture and our values? We have a very rich value.
Yeah.
And what are things you are doing, or what are the efforts you are doing currently to make sure that we don't lose these values? That's my question, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Honestly, we are also we are very concerned of what you have just said. All these immoralities, which is actually going on, because I see film production as a very strong medium where we can actually educate, inform the society. But unfortunately, I have said it, many times, that the problem we have is there is no standard. Every Dick, Harry, and Tom, come into movie industry. They have seen that that profession as a dumping yard. When you don't have anything doing and you discover you have one thing to do, or maybe you have traits of this artistic water view, you believe, okay, the next thing is just to go into theater or movie production. But unfortunately, not too many people are genuinely interested in the job, and because there is no standard. When I say there is no standard, I don't mean that there is no qualitative production, but there should be a standard for whoever that is coming in. When I say standard, I mean qualification. You can't become a lawyer, you can't practice law without going to the law school. And if you don't go to the law school, you will not be called to bar. You can go to the university to go and study law. You are just a law graduate. If you tell people that you're a lawyer, lawyers will sue you for impersonation, because they know that you are not actually a lawyer, because you have not gone to the law school whereby you will be called. But unfortunately, we don't have that. We have been clamoring that maybe government can do something, and that was when they were trying to bring on board this Motion Pictures Council of Nigeria, whereby if you are not a bona fide member of that council, then you cannot, practice movie making. But unfortunately, it has been in the House of Assembly for many years, and it has not seen the light of the day. It's quite unfortunate. So when people ask us, why are you not trying to promote this or that?
Hello?
You see.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, what's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Larry from Lagos.
Okay, what can drop your contribution?
Yes. I just want to appreciate the efforts of Oga Dele Odule in the industry.
Thank you, sir.
Because sincerely, I can tell you what is done in time past is what others are banking on now. For the new artists, they were not selfish at all, and everybody is benefiting from it. And aside that, what they do is influencing the society positively. For those of us here right now, we've learned a lot of things about our culture and how to live well with people. And that is something that is actually remarkable. So we just want to appreciate their good job.
I appreciate.
I will pray that God will keep.
Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you too. So like I was saying, if we have gotten that standard, the right people will have been on board. And if the right people are on board, they will have known the right thing to do. That's what I am saying. That's where I'm coming from. film production is not all about entertainment alone. It is all about education. It's all about information. It's all about entertainment. Everything I put together. So if the producer actually knows his or her onion, he will have done it better. Which I think our culture also is germane. When you have a production, you actually need to promote our culture. Unfortunately, we also have censors, but who could have educated them? Who could have educated them better? But the thing is, I won't blame them much because it's all about classification. They have told you you can do whatever you like, but it has to be graded. If it is not suitable for the young ones, they will just write, 18 plus or whatever you. But I think they should have gone further by saying or by letting everybody know that if you cannot project our culture, then forget it. We won't let this one go. Maybe these people will have realized that we really need to, project the culture. We have to guide it jealously because that is where our treasure is.
All right. Okay, let's pick this call. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning. This is Cheryl from Ibadan.
All right, let's have your contribution.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions for Daddy, Dele Odule.
Okay.
And I want to talk about, these movies, Yoruba movies that they transcribe their words into English and we have to read the lines under.
Subtitling.
No, I have.
Okay.
Hello?
Subtitling. You're talking about subtitling?
Yes.
Okay.
So many times there are a lot of errors.
Yeah, my sister.
And I wonder who is there a regulation? Is there a regulating body that goes through that before the final production? Because sometimes what they are saying doesn't correlate with what is being, subscribed on as the screen is going on.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, who goes through this? Who censors it before it comes out?
Okay. Like I said.
And then number two.
Sorry. Okay.
Like
I know as an individual, he probably has let me use the word moral code.
Okay.
And probably is given a particular character to role play, and it goes against his moral code. How does he balance that aspect?
Okay.
Well,
I know he has to put himself into the role or bring himself outside and just play along. But sometimes you be given a role that you are not so comfortable with, but yet you have to do it. How does he go about that?
All right. Okay,
that's it. And well done, Miss Debbie.
All right, thank you very much for calling.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Like you, if you listen to me very well, you will know I have answered that question already. Because everything boils down, on the fact that not, those who are into movie making are professionals. We still have.
Not everyone is trained.
Yeah, exactly. Not everyone is trained. And when you are not trained, you are not trained. That's just it. Well, what you don't know, you don't know it.
Sure.
That's just the bitter truth. And like I've said, people have seen it as a medium of launching themselves. They believe, okay, I am a photographer. If I go into, I'm sorry to have used, photography as an example. Okay. If I go into whatever you and I have the opportunity of making, fame there, then I will use that to project my profession, which is not too good anyway. Some people are into it just because they want to come, they want to come and use it as a medium to advertise their original product. Our original interest. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
So the problem is if you have genuinely interested in the arts, you will know how to do it. Even if you don't have the opportunity of going to the university to go and learn the trade, you can learn on the job. Just like I did. Though I have little certificate in theater, but it's not as strong as who I am today. Because I do tell people that if thinking as an actor makes one a professor, then I am one. And that is why I've decided not to go to the university to go and learn theater anymore. Because I believe when it comes to theater, I think I know little about it. With the little that I've known about theater is enough for me, to say, okay, I am an authority. And the fact remains that I actually learned on the job. Yeah. So the problem we have is because every Dick, Harry, and Tom are the people coming. And we keep on celebrating mediocrity. And that is the problem. I have said it many times. At my age, I cannot mince words again. I don't have problem with nobody. But the fact remains that we have a lot of mediocres who actually don't know much about it. If you are a good producer, you don't need to subtitle the production yourself. You know some people who can be very, very effective. That aspect. And give it to them. Though money is another issue. Financial, constraint is another problem. Because we don't have much money to spend on film production, and all the same, we want the trade to keep moving. So we are working, within the little resources we have to make sure we produce a film. But notwithstanding, if you actually know it, you will still, you will be cautious of the fact that there are some things that you have to be meticulous about, including because of the education part of it. The education side of film, then there is need for you, because you can't be that is wrong. We should, if we really want to educate, then we don't just have to educate aright. That's the way I say. If anything worth doing at all is worth doing well. If you want to subtitle, we have some people, when it comes, to spoken English, they are very good, and we have some who are powerful writer. They know how to put it. We have translators, those who can actually translate Yoruba to English effectively. And I think I am happy to tell you that the association that I belong to, Theatre Art and Motion Pictures, Tampan, I happened to be the first president of that association. And with the current administration, those who are there now, they are working seriously to make sure all these are perfected. So we have different guilds. All these mediocres will be separated. We will separate chaps from whips, and we will get it, If the government cannot do it for us, then we have to do it for ourselves. Because these people, those who are interested in us, the viewers, the listeners, our fans, they won't rubbish the government. They will rubbish people that are doing it.
All right. Hello, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning. I'm hearing from Ibadan here.
All right, let's have your contribution.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Let's have your contribution.
I want to salute the work of Dele Odule. He has been a good actor, and I've been a fan for a very long time.
Wow. I thank God for that. I've got many fans on this, medium, and I'm very happy. I've not seen anybody who is saying I am not your fan. So, you are also my favorite. I love you. I love you.
So, sir, I have two questions, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, the number one question is that, why is it that in Yoruba movie?
Yeah.
That not everybody that have money to join a particular theater group.
Okay.
So in view of that, I think there should be a medium whereby audition will be thrown out, maybe on social media. So people that have talent, those that don't have time to join any theater group, can participate and unleash their potential for acting.
Okay.
So what are you doing to at least make that possible?
I like that. I like that. Auditioning is part of what theater should. When you want to come on board, either film production, either theater practice, stage performance, you still need to be auditioned. Do you understand? But that is after you might have been taught. After you see, people believe that because you are talented, it's not enough. That is just the raw material. You still need to be you still need to be trained. In fact, I am one of those people who detest passionately, bringing people from the bedroom on set. You just come out and said you want to become an actor just because of your artistic endowment. I don't subscribe to that. You still need to be trained. When you know the practical side of a particular profession, the theoretical part of it is also very important. That's the way I say it.
But sir, if someone wants to join your drama, your theater group, how can one join you, sir?
You are now talking. You can't just say you want to start passing tire without being a vulcanizer. You have, like when I started my water bill, I said it has become a dumping yard for everybody. Just because you believe it is mole sorrow, mole che, mole move, then you now think, okay, it's for every Dick and Harry. No, you have to carry box like me. I have to give you, I have to train you. Sorry, my brother, I've digressed a little bit. But let me just tell you that I don't know where you stay. If you stay here in Ibadan.
Yes, Ibadan.
We have, we have theater institutes, that are very private one without necessarily going to the university. You don't need all this requirement of what you need purely is your talents. Are you with me? But you still need to be trained. If you are not trained, you won't know you're bound.
I mean, how can I join you in particular, sir?
That's me. Go.
Yes. To work under you.
Okay, good. Well,
because I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan.
And you want to start from me. You want to serve your tutelage under Dele Odule presentation.
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, my office is direct opposite. I think this is not going to be an advertisement. Okay, it's direct Genesis. Just when you get there, then I will feed you with all the necessary information.
What do you say, sir?
My office is at Lemmy House, opposite Genesis Hotel, in between Challenge and Molete.
Okay. So when should I come, sir?
If I am not on set, if I am not on locations, then I'm in the office. And if you come there, you can't meet me there, you definitely see somebody who will put you through.
Okay.
Are you satisfied? Well, let me quickly ask you a question. Do you want to do it as a hobby, or you want to, as a profession? Let me ask you.
Yeah, I want to take it as a profession, sir.
Good. How old are you? If you are still fit.
Sir?
How old are you?
30 now, 30.
Are you married?
No.
Wow. Okay. And you think your girlfriend will not disturb you?
What do you say, sir?
It is a time-consuming profession. It is a time-consuming profession. So do you think your girlfriend will not disturb you from becoming a professional actor?
No, she won't.
Okay, no problem. Then just meet me. Then we discuss it.
All right. Okay, let's just quickly take this video, and I want you to watch this video, and we're going to say something about that video. Okay, let's pick this call before we go on. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Nancy. I'm calling from Norway.
From where?
Norway.
Oh,
okay. From Norway.
Okay.
I'm the way from Norway.
You are calling from Norway.
Good morning, Mr. Dele. Good morning, Mr. Dele.
Good morning, my sister from Norway.
Yeah, we're a fan of your movies. I particularly watch Yoruba movies, your movies, and Dele Odule when I'm eating like Nigerian food. Yeah. So I watch those movies when I'm eating one, and then I feel like a very good fan of you.
I could not hear you very clearly, but I'm picking it up. I know what you are saying literally is you love my jobs, which I actually appreciate, and I can assure you that I'll keep it up.
Thanks.
Alright, so let's take the video now.
Waiting. Kí ló ń ṣe tó ń gbọ́ bí ewu ojú omi báyìí kẹ́?
This is the third time they go do this kind of thing to me, Joe. What did your bag me back?
Where you waka go where they snatch your bag?
I know waka go anywhere. Now for the junction where they close to the palace, I think they snatch my bag. This is the third time they go do this kind of thing to me, Joe. What did your bag me back?
Kí ló ń gborúkọ ìlú yìí? Where you
Are you
waka
don't
go,
go ni
where dem
Baba?
snatch your bag?
I know waka go anywhere. Now for the junction where they close to the palace, I think they snatch my bag.
Ayédọ́gbọ́n,
Then, sir.
meaning kí náà ń gborúkọ ìlú.
Ayédọ́gbọ́n ni Baba.
Ayédọ́gbọ́n, Ayédọ́gbọ́n,
Then, sir.
meaning Ayédọ́gbọ́n. That is to say, everybody in Ayédọ́gbọ́n must to wake up. But you, Odọ́gbọ́n, Odọ́luju.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sir, kí ni kí n ṣe sir?
Ntomache. That is to say, everybody in Ayédọ́gbọ́n must to wake up. Go for junction. Go there, they shout, say, they don't snatch your bag.
Kí ni kí n ṣe sir?
Ole o, ole o, ole o. Oya, ọ̀fẹ́, gbé bọ́dì ẹ. Go for junction. Go there, they shout, say, onírànù. They don't snatch your bag. Ó fẹ́ bá fàájì jẹ fún yàláyà ẹ. Ole o, ole o. Oya, ọ̀fẹ́, gbé bọ́dì ẹ. Gúnugún kan ń gbà gùrùgùrù lásán kínní kan ò máa ní ṣe. Èèyàn tó bá tijú fún mi ni màá tijú fún. Èmi ò tijú fẹ́ nìkan ọ̀kan mọ́. Gúnugún kan ń gbà gùrùgùrù lásán kínní kan ò máa ní ṣe. Èèyàn tó bá tijú fún mi ni màá tijú fún. Èmi ò tijú fẹ́ nìkan ọ̀kan mọ́.
DJ Smith, bring the beat back.
Okay, I don't know how you feel, and people in the industry, I don't know how they feel when they get to sit down behind the screen and just watch themselves. Because looking at this, I'm like, anytime I watch this particular movie, I try to watch that place over and over again because you have this, people that I've called earlier, they talked about you having this consistency, not looking at the fact that okay, you started far back over you said for 3 years ago,
exactly,
and till now there is this relevance. Now looking at this clip we just watched, and everyone out there has also seen the movie, how exactly did you get to come up with this, fit into that position? Someone asked a question when she called earlier and asking you, how do you get to put yourself into a particular role and you fit in perfectly? So how did you do this?
Thank you. I've said it many times that theater or film production is beyond art. It is also scientific because of the research involved. When you really want to interpret a character effectively, there is need for you to do some research. And that is where the scientific side of theater comes in. The research is the science in it. I have been consistent, like you have said, because of my passion. Passion is the thing that is driving me. I am passionate, and the fact remains that whatever I want to do, I try and do some research. If I want to take the role of a lawyer now, I'll try and consult a lawyer to put me through, which some people are not actually doing. And why they are not doing it is just because they don't know. Like the man who said he will want to, he wants his tutelage under Dele Odule now. I will let him realize that fact that, okay, it is one thing to be artistically gifted. It is one thing to be, artistically inclined. But it's another thing to know the nitty-gritty of the job. So I will teach him that. I cannot teach him how to act. There is no way I can teach him how to act. But I will teach him the theoretical part of acting. And that will add value to his artistic sagacity. That is the way I say. Why I have been consistent, I do tell people that if I don't have problem with my God, which is the first one, if I can't have problem with acting, because I know what to do at any given time. If a role is coming and I have to interpret that role, I mean that character, and I know that this character is a little bit complex, then I have to get in touch with those people who are directly involved to tell me, you know, how does it go? And when they tell me how it goes, then I will now, you know, add my artistic water view, you know, which is an added value into it, and I come out with something very positive. I am not a smoker. I am not an Indian hemp smoker. And even if you see the music that I introduced into it, you will know there is one particular peculiarity with the singer of that so and that is research. Everybody knows.
Sorry, sir, we have a call here.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, still calling from Norway.
Okay.
I just had a question for Mr. Dele.
Okay.
I'm just worried about the industry and this time of pandemic.
Okay.
What are you guys challenged actually? I'm talking about economically. What are your challenges or what are you facing at the moment? And how is it affecting the industry in making more movies?
Okay. All right.
That's a very good one, my sister. You are very concerned about living, which I think is very, very germane. You have said it well, because I think we are almost the most vulnerable, in that area as it affects this pandemic. Because all those things that the government and the health officers, are telling us to use as a pre-whatever to curb this pandemic are those things that we artists cannot run away from. Social distancing, how do we achieve that? It's not possible, because even the crew alone, I think there are more than those people that are allowed to be together in a gathering. Talk less of the other actors on set. So we are affected one way or the other. All this don't travel, this, that, and what have you, wash your hand,
no handshaking, no hugging.
How do I interpret effectively a lover boy when I cannot hug, when I cannot shake? How do I say this is my wife? How do I relate it? So all those things, it's affecting us economically. Apart from the fact that we are unable to produce more film, we have been affected economically because we are also, we are also parents. We have children. Those who are yet to be, they have parents.
Sure.
They have parents. We are parents. Those who are yet to be, they have parents. They are responsible to some people. So the problem is actually affecting the entertainers. We are not the theater artists alone. Even the singers, they cannot go and perform again, because if you want to go and perform, you have to perform for
an audience.
And you can't say 20 people are better, what have you. So it's affecting us, my sister, very seriously. It's affecting us. Unfortunately, this is a country where nothing works. One has to be very, 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 very practical about it. Nothing works. We have very bad leaders. We also have very bad followers. I don't run away from that, because people keep saying that the government has not provided for us. What have we done at least to effect that? What have we done as followers? What have we done, for the government to actually give that return? If you see, there are some things I won't want to say on air, but if one has to be very practical, both sides are faulty. Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's just quickly go on a short music break, and when we are back, we're going to really delve into the movie industry as it relates to the past and the present, and how we can really bring in the quality we used to see then, the value system we used to see then in the movie industry in the past, into the present day Nollywood. All right, don't go away. We'll be right back after now.
mi máa ṣe rere. Máa ṣe rere láyé mi máa ṣe rere. Máa ṣe rere láyé mi máa ṣe rere. N ò dìtẹ̀ láyé, n ò ní dìtẹ̀ lọ́run. N ò ní ṣèbàjẹ́ ọmọ làkejì. Máa ṣe rere láyé mi máa ṣe rere. Báyé ń gbógun ẹ ṣá máa hùwáre o. Báyé ń dìtẹ̀ ẹ ṣá máa hùwáre. Báyé ń gbógun ẹ ṣá máa hùwáre. Báyé ń dìtẹ̀ ẹ ṣá máa hùwáre. Àbábàbọ̀ fóníṣẹ́ owó ti dá mi lójú. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀dá ni ó fẹ́ dálá. Báyé ń gbógun ẹ ṣá máa hùwáre.
DJ Smith, bring the beat.
All right, the program is still the Spotlight in your run to Pep FM Radio Ibadan, and in the studio this morning we have our guest who is a veteran. I would call him Mr. or Daddy or Sir Dele Odule, who has been doing justice to the Nigerian movie industry. All right, sir. I would want to ask you this question because being a part of the olden days. Oh, no, let me say olden days. So you don't look as if I'm trying to say cake. Okay, the past Nollywood and the present Nollywood in terms of content, in terms of production, in terms of quality. How would you compare those days with the present day?
Well, because of the emergence of new technology, I think presently we have better productions. Okay. Now we have better productions compared with those days when it is not this high definition technology, HD, what have you. Then it was like, all this pneumatic stuff and what have you. Apart from the stress, the picture quality. You can't compare, what is coming out now, with that in the past. Okay. So I think there is improvement. Content, no, I will disagree a little bit. When it comes to content, I mean the
storyline, yes, originality.
I think the originality. I think the past one was much better. Much better. Like what you now see today is promotion of abnormalities, promotion of promiscuity, things that we should not, at least ordinarily project. That's what we have today. We have more things, many things to dwell into rather than. And those days, if you look, at our fathers who were then at the forefront of theater or film production, they were very particular about what they actually wanted to do then. But today, I think everybody is just coming in to make money. They are not conscious of the fact that they are educating some
people out there.
But in terms of production, I mean in terms of the
video
quality,
quality.
the video quality, I think we have better video quality than that before. Of the past.
Okay. Now I think you have pointed out something which is very, very vital, because there is no point we having good quality movies out there.
We don't have good content.
Low content.
Yes.
So what do you think people in the industry can do to still have, there are some movies that in the past, like, okay, I didn't grow up watching movies because of my background and all that, but I remember that I watched a movie titled Shawaride. If you watch that movie presently, it is still relevant.
Even if mainframe started with, the Yoruba stuff. Mainframe started with Tolu Anile.
Oh, yeah.
And that was about, we shot, the first part of Tolu Anile was shot 27 years ago. That was 1993, precisely, because I participated. I am one of the participants. What I am just trying to say is it is just because the man behind mainframe is a thoroughbred professional. And that is what I have just said. That is what I've been saying about professionalism. there is no way he wouldn't have come out with a very good production because he knows the job.
Onions of the job. Wow.
Okay, as a producer, he never limited himself. He contracted some areas of that production to some people who are also professionals. And that is how you show professionalism. You can't be jack of all trade. You can't know it all. You can know it all. Sure. Okay, the likes of Baba, the late Akinwumi Shola was involved. The likes of Baba Adebayo Faleti of blessed memory, they were all involved. When it comes to Yoruba as a language, those people were authorities. He never said, okay, Dele Odule as an actor, come on board, just come and be saying whatever you know how to say. You know, he said, okay, these Babas were the people that will tell you what you're going to say because they are better off in that area. And that is why till tomorrow, anything that is coming out from mainframe will continue to be, be of quality because he respects professionalism. He won't do the whole thing. He knows that he is a fantastic cinematographer and he has decided to follow that one strictly. Other areas where he believes there are other people that can handle it better, he will invite them. And that is the essence of education. That is the essence of education. Because the man is educated. I'm not saying the man is a graduate, but because the man, education is a process through which you acquire wisdom and knowledge. It's not limited to the classroom.
School, yes.
Yeah. If you can say, okay, my sister Debbie, you are very good. Your spoken English is excellent. You are a grammarian. Then anything that has to do with grammar, let me just give it to you. You do it. Doesn't really make any difference. Yeah. It doesn't reduce me as a producer. Sure. It doesn't reduce me as an actor. If I know what you have written here, I cannot pronounce it effectively. I get in touch with somebody who can put me through. Sure. That shows that I am educated. That is the essence of education to me. I don't need to be shy of what I don't know. Yeah. What you don't know, you don't know.
No one is an island of knowledge.
Exactly. Just because Uncle Tunde Kelani, popularly known as TK, is a professional. That is why he is able. That is why he was able to come out with good production, and is still able to come out with good production till tomorrow. Because where he believes this is not my area, he gets it contracted to someone
who is excellent in that field,
who is going to, do justice to that particular department.
Okay, talking about that, I've heard people in the industry say the reason why we have low quality movies in the industry is because you have one person who wants to be the director, he wants to be the producer, he wants to be the scriptwriter, he wants to do everything because, like you said, financial constraints.
Yes.
To give out all the. So, talking about that now, in the industry, what do you think has been this major challenge for people in the past and in the present that they are yet to get a lasting solution to?
Well, finance, like I said, finance. We have people in this country, they will tell you they love arts, but they don't love arts. They like arts, they don't love arts. It is one thing to love arts, it's another thing to like art. If you like art, okay, you may be one of my fans. I like Dele Odule when he acts. But if you really love arts and you want to invest in arts, then you have to be artistically endowed. When I say you are artistically endowed, you really need to know the business of arts. Business of art is beyond container thing. When you import, you know how much you have invested in importation, in that particular importation. So you can calculate it. I have bought 3 cans of different beers. different beer rather. I bought it at the rate of 10 naira. 3 will cost me 30 naira. So if I want to make money on it, plus the money that I paid for the haulage, this, that, and what have you put together, then you know what you put on top of that thing there. But it is not like that in art. Like I said, till tomorrow, Mainframe is still selling Dele Odule, which was actually shot 27 years ago. So for the rest of his life and beyond, Dele Odule can still be selling. Are you with me?
Yeah.
But if you import a car, and you sell the car today, you can't sell it again.
Sure.
So there is a difference between the two trade. So those who are coming into the business of art should come genuinely, because it's a long-term investment. It is not something that you just say, okay, Dele Odule, I want to sponsor one of your scripts. How soon do you think I can recoup my money? No, it's not like that. But those who are coming in are like that. They will say, if I give you 10 million now to go and produce a film, when should I be expecting my 10 million back? And the remaining, the profits. So tell me precisely. Oh, I can't tell you precisely when, because you may, okay, what about if I have shot a film and I have projected that I'm going to go to cinemas during this pandemic? What do I do? One needs to actually think of this natural disaster.
Yeah.
When you want to go to location, you have projected for 10 naira that I'm going to spend 10 naira when I get to location. If you don't think of, what about if I get there, the actor that is involved eventually or suddenly, falls sick, and that person has to be taken to the hospital for 1 or 2 days, and bring him back after he might have recovered. The camera that you are paying for every day, you still have to be paying. But the ED, the executive EP rather, the executive producer will now come back to tell you, but you said you are spending 5 million. Now you are back to be telling me you have incurred another, what have you? And that is why I have just said it, that we don't have people who are genuinely. We really need people who actually know what art is all about. It's all about. They will just say, okay, Dele, you are an actor. Let me pay you off. Or let me sign an agreement. This script, I'm going to invest 1 naira. I'll pay you 5 naira, or I'll pay you 1 kobo. Then I'll sign. You will be taking to what have you as royalty for the rest of your life until this thing is no more in circulation. Then don't worry about how I'm going to get it marketed. But the problem we have is, after we might have gone into production, we are still the person that will be looking for how we're going to get it marketed. Get the market, which is not so. Even where this trade is being practiced well, the way it should be, actors do have agents. They have managers. And these managers are not just managers. They will tell you cannot do this because that contract is not perfect enough. It's not good enough for you. But even during the period that you don't have anything to eat, this manager will be there for you. They will be there for you. If you need a car, they'll get you a car so that you will not be tempted to get derailed. If you don't want to eat from the pot of your enemy, then your friend should be readily available to cook. Yeah, or else yeah.
Wow. Okay, before we wrap up the show, we have just 5 minutes to the end of the program. Let's just quickly go on and let's just quickly take this advert, and when we're back, we're going to round up the program.
This is Pep Radio. We stand out in the midst of all. Patronize us, advertise your goods and services, and be assured of improved patronage. Our trial will convince you.
You are listening to Pep Radio. We are professionals on this field. We are second to none. Your satisfaction is our concern. Follow us on all our social media platforms, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter at Pep FM Radio Ibadan. And you will be glad you did.
Ìkànnì Pep Radio lẹ́ ń gbọ́ lọ́wọ́ yìí, ìkànnì tó ta lẹ́nu tó sì kárí ayé. Ẹ wá polówó ọjà yín, ẹ má sì ṣe gbàgbé pé ìpolówó ọjà báyìí òun ni àgúnmu.
òkè téńté là wà lórí tábìlì, ọ̀gá lọ́ọ̀kì láwùjọ ẹyẹ, ọ̀gá nìkan láwùjọ òkúta, ọ̀gá làwà láwùjọ agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́, ìgbádùn yín la wà fún, má ṣe gbé kúrò. Fílẹ̀! This is Pep Radio for quality entertainment, education, enlightenment, and information. Log on to our website on www.pepradio.com or download our app on Google Play Store. Pep FM Radio, enlightening the myriad populace.
All right, the program is still the Spotlight. It's 16 minutes past the hours of 11 a.m. Sir, before we go on the program today, I want you to learn your voice, and also, because I feel we never can tell where the videos of the program will get to, I want you to talk to people, especially the newbies in the industry, because I heard something that you said. You talked about the issue of training, and the fact that a lot of people that are in the industry today don't have the necessary training they need to handle things in the industry, and that's why it is affecting the quality that we put out there. So what's your advice to especially young people in the industry today? What do you think they need to do differently to give Nollywood the name that we need to give it in the world? Yeah.
Well, my candid advice is whoever that is interested in coming into entertainment business, either as an actor or either as a technical person, you have this training. Like I said, practical without theory is just a child play. And theory without the practice is an intellectual failure. So you actually need the two. If you are gifted, you still need to be trained so that you will know how it goes, particularly in the area, or especially in the area of commerce as well, and qualitative jobs. You can only be taught that. Nobody can teach you how to be a very good actor. You have to be artistically blessed, no doubt about that. But the rudiments of the job, you really need to be taught. So if you want to come in, try and look for somebody who is an authority, somebody who can actually put you through. I'm not saying everybody should go to university, and if you have the opportunity of going to the university, don't hesitate to do that, because it's not going to be a waste. At the end of the day, you have acquired something, and that becomes yours. So if you want to come in, well, we need green ones, but the real one. The real one, not just not because
no,
not mediocres.
All right, sir. Finally, I want to quickly ask you this question because it just dropped in my mind. Okay. What's the level of government support to the industry?
Unfortunately, it's only when they want to do their politics. They remember there is something called Nollywood. During this pandemic, they recognized maybe because they know they will be used for one advert or the other. Government is not doing well. I am not saying government should give them money, but government should create an enabling environment for the profession to thrive. We don't have cinemas. We have cinemas, majorly from private people.
Yes, yes.
And he who blow the trumpet dictates the tune.
Yeah.
So as a private person, I can tell you that this is what I'm going to take. If you cannot get along with that, then you can take your leave. It's as simple as ABC. But all this subsidy we're talking about can only be effectively done if it is the government thing. So they need, I think there is a law that says every local government should have a viewing center, even if it is not going to be more than 50 people coming into such. But where do we have that? We have over 20 local governments in Oyo State. I'm doubly sure not every local government in this Oyo State has a viewing center. So if I live in Egbeda local government and I think I need to go and relax with my family, do you want me to go to Oluyole local government because I want to go and, So we really need an enabling environment if we want the thing to thrive. Unfortunately, even when government has all this, they will now tell you we have commercialized it. The purpose of what this thing is created for will be defeated again. Because they will prefer to give us cinemas to those who want to get married. Those who want to celebrate the lives and the exit of their mothers and fathers, at the detriment of what the place is actually meant for. So we really need to work it out. So I want to advise, a lot of things can be achieved through entertainment. And good enough for us. Unfortunately for us, fortunately for the government, we actually, when it comes to labor, I think we are in the forefront. Entertainment is in the forefront as employers of labor. But unfortunately, it's about the industry that is neglected. Too bad. It's sad.
Well, we want to believe probably one way or the other, someone that needs to hear this will hear it and, make a difference in that aspect. All right. Finally, sir, your final word to everyone listening to us out there, sir. And I want you to also lend your voice to this issue of sexual abuse that is breaking, because when you started, you said you were a father, and I know that you have this, there is this thing that a father has, and when you hear about all those things. So I want you to say your final word to everyone listening to us, to everyone who will listen to this program after now, and also try to, in your own opinion, educate people out there as against sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse is criminal. It's criminal. It's not. But if you look at it very well, if you try to be very, very, if you go to the depths of this, you will know it has to do with brain. It has to do with mental disposition, and majorly the fault is from the parent too. From the parents, we also have serious work to do. We have allowed this scientific culture to overturn our cultural value. We don't see anything wrong in some things people do. There are some things that can influence you to do some, criminal things, to get involved in criminality. If you are someone who is a smoker, after you might have been taking your weeds or whatever, you can get involved in anything. And the parents, they know, they can see the traits from the beginning. Seriously, I am not saying I am perfect. And I am doubly sure that some parents too are not perfect. But if you have taken the necessary precaution, we may not have, gotten to this level where we are today. It is because of our lackadaisical attitude, our nonchalant attitude that have brought us to this mess. That's the way I see it. I'm not saying that there were no Indian smoker in the past, but it wasn't as bad as this. today they keep telling us it's because of unemployment, those people that actually clamoring to be employed, are they employable? That's another thing. Are they employable? If you say someone, if you say someone who studied mass communication now, tell that person to come into the studio, ask the person his area, whether advert, whether PR, whether broadcast, and so on and so forth. That person cannot fit to any area. So how do I employ such idiots? So, like I said, let us keep watching our children. To the parents, let's keep watching our children from the beginning, so that torí wọ́n ní àgbà tí ò bá kẹ́hùn sọ̀rọ̀ akẹ́tàn sáré. If you cannot use your voice initially at the initial stage to train your child, you have cause to use your bow leg to run. When the consequences actually, yes, come on board. So I think I will advise strongly the parents to do the needful from the beginning. Then the government too should provide, like I said, enabling environment for the society to enjoy, at least some level of assistance.
Whoa. Thank you very much for that wisdom that you have dropped for us. And I think from the beginning of the program and to the end of the program, I personally have learned a whole lot. And, that's boils down to the fact that when you're sitting with someone who, with the gray hair, it's not just the color.
It's not makeup. Well, I can tell you that it's just stress.
But it's also wisdom is also part of it.
Okay.
Yes.
I agree with you.
I can say that very, very well, because everything that has been dropping since morning has been heavy. And I think people out there should listen to it and try to do the needful to, provide a sane environment, a sane Nigeria. Thank you very much once again, sir, for joining me. I'm so grateful. It's a privilege, and we do not take it for granted at all.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's where we're going to be wrapping it up on the program today. The program is The Spotlight, and I am Dele Odule. Don't forget to join us next week, Thursday, 10 a.m. is the time where I bring to you another interesting edition of The Spotlight. Okay, this is where I say my goodbyes on program today. Don't forget to stay safe. Don't forget to stay healthy, and stay indoors if you need to stay indoors, and let's join our hands together and fight this pandemic called the coronavirus. All right, till I come your way next week, Thursday, do have for yourself a beautiful Thursday.
For the best in news, tune to Pep. For the best in sports, tune to Pep. For the best in entertainment, tune to Pep. For the best in programs, tune to Pep. Pep FM Radio. We always give you best.
Pep FM Radio, enlightening the myriad populace.
You are listening to Pep Radio. We are professionals on this field. We are second to none. Your satisfaction is our concern. Follow us on all our social media platforms, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter at Pep FM Radio Ibadan. And you will be glad you did.
This is Pep Radio. We stand out in the midst of all. Patronize us, advertise your goods and services, and be assured of improved patronage. Our trial will convince you.
This is Pep Radio. For quality entertainment, education, enlightenment, and information, log on to our website on www.pepradio.com or download our app on Google Play Store. Pep FM Radio, enlightening the myriad populace.